y'all know your boy Golden. Yeah. This is my small floor. He played for Golden State. He used to be for the Bulls. He played for 3 teams already. Just I got traded in my second season. Because when I was against Golden State, they killed this Klay Thompson 96-3 with the cheese. Banging every single shot. But yeah, here we go, man. Y'all know.
Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. You look at the Warriors. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
Well, hold on a minute here, Kevin. You've been around this league a while now, and you know there are no gimmies in this league. Even though the schedule looks soft and it looks like they're winnable games, every team can take you out to lunch if you don't pay attention to detail.
Well, this is the NBA. I mean, every team's got talent, and if you don't take teams seriously, then you're in some trouble. So this is a stretch they have to take very seriously, and as long as they focus and play hard, I think they've got a chance to do well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the back. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's White in at the small forward position. Rubio with it, averaging 10 points per contest. Pass to Martin. We play just over a minute here in the first. Rubio misses.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
They grabbed their own miss. Here's Bogut. Missed it, even after all those chances. Martin kicks to Rubio. The shot is off, and Golden State will go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And Kevin, in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up way too often.
Yeah, and that did make things really easy, guys. Nice to get a win if you're on that side of it and not to have to work too hard for it.
Here is Rubio after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Rubio with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Martin against White. Clock at 6. The drive by Cousins. Wiggins sets a screen for Cousins to end the run. The Warriors pull it in. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Well, they lost a very tight game the last time these two clubs met, and you have to believe that it weren't for the foul trouble they were in, the result might have been different.
Here's Wiggins. And that one's good.
Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Randy Whitman. Doris, what did he have to say?
A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
All right, Doris, thanks. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
And Rubio kicks to Martin. Cousins with a screen on Thompson. Martin dishes to Cousins. It's stolen by Bogut. White drives in. Here's Lee. Up and in on the layup. Lee's got his first points of the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Here's Rubio after the made shot by David Lee. Wiggins sets a screen for Cousins. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Wiggins. Thompson against Martin. Knocked loose. Outside, White. Lee, left side. All sorts of time. Again, Golden State. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Minnesota. Here's Rubio. He kicks to Pekovic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. White's got his third rebound on the night. Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coaches addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pound.
Here's Rubio, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Outside, Martin. Now here's Wiggins. White covering, just 5 on the clock. Martin from outside, offensive rebound. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to Sacramento.
You know, that was one of the worst efforts you'll see from them, guys. Even though they were playing against a better team, it shouldn't have been that bad.
And Steve, even against a mediocre team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But you play that way against a good team, and you'll really get blasted.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
And Curry, here we go. Screen by Bogut. Here's White.
Oh! Hammer time! Hammer time!
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Wiggins. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento.
He got some huge points from the foul line, too, Kevin. He was very aggressive, generating contact and drawing fouls.
White with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
And Wiggins throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Screen by Bogut. White drives in. Outside for Curry. Looking for Lee. Gets it there. Dishes it to White. Pulls it up. Rebound by Dang.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Martin wide open. He fires. Misses off the left iron. Warriors leading by 12. Thompson passes to Bogut. That's good.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing Clark. They haven't gotten many stops here.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Doubled by White. And Rubio kicks to Pekovic. He dishes it to Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Wiggins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Curry dishes to White. Rubio comes with the double team. Curry with it. Now guarded by Pekovic. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Minnesota making some changes.
That's the way to shoot.
Back in for Nikola. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, White, he's in at the 4 spot. Thompson is out there with Jeff Taylor. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. Now here's White. He's got 8. Back to Taylor. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. And it's White with the rebound. White's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Barnes. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%, and finished off by Martin. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And David Lee is subbed in for Harrison Barnes. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Britt. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Pistons just played phenomenal. He dropped in 32 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable. That's number 2 for him from long range in this quarter, his 3rd overall.
Bellinelli passes to Martin. The feed to Bellinelli. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. To the middle. Takes it from 10. That's good. Warriors leading by 8. Taylor kicks to White. Screen by Lee. White drives in. Here's Bogut and blocked. Martin against Thompson. And Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 3rd assist on the night. And for the Warriors, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Screen by Bogut. And a look now at our 2K leaderboard to see which wingmen have come away with the most steals over the past month. Well, you look at Money, such quick hands, 2nd in the NBA.
And this set of guys can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. And that damage isn't just limited to one part of the court.
Yeah, you kicked that one right between the uprights, Steve. As small forwards, they're called on to cover a lot of distance at the defensive end. A lot of ground they need to cover. Those steals have come from everywhere.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Bekovic is checked in.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Screen by Bogut. Thompson in the corner. Shoots from the baseline, and he hits the jumper for 2. Thompson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Martin kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to Bennett. Lays it up and banks it in.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
White. Curry kicks to White. From 6 away, and another basket for Golden State.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Bellinelli. He's got 5. Outside, Martin. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's White. Here's Thompson, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And the Warriors also making a change. Green's checked in. Shot clock at 6. Jang dishes to Wiggins. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, he had a lot of success at the free throw line in their last game.
He really did. He didn't waste any of those chances when he got them.
And the Timberwolves make